What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about silver and what might happen post-election. 2.5 weeks away, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Crackin' Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee available in orange, gray, and purple. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about silver and what the spot price may or may not do post-election day, and I guess more specifically within the following days or weeks after election. Guys, we are only 2.5 weeks away from November 3rd, and I wanted to talk about this today because it was actually brought up during last night's live stream. Somebody was asking, do I think that the election is going to have an impact on what spot price does? Do I think it's going to go up? Do I think it's going to go down? And as I always say, there's an entire list of factors that play a role, and each and everything on the list of factors has a separate list of sub-factors that play a role, but this is pretty big, and I want to talk about this today thanks to what inspired me from last night's live stream. By the way, tonight's live stream will be held in the VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description if anybody's interested in privately held live streams, giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts, and commercial-free videos. But aside from that, I wanted to talk about this today because before we get into post-election, we have to talk a little bit about pre-election. And anybody who is familiar with the markets, and I'm not just talking about the precious metal markets, I'm talking about all of the markets, typically, according to history, about 45 days before presidential elections, the markets experience massive uncertainty. There's a lot of people who are really hesitant, extremely standoffish when it comes to throwing their cash into whether it be some type of an investment, whether it be some type of precious metal, some type of business, some type of stock. People are incredibly hesitant starting about 45 days pre-election. And what did we see roughly 45 days pre-election, which, by the way, is in the middle of September? We saw the spot price of silver drop from about $27 down to about $23. Now, that's only a $4 difference. It might not seem that big, but for silver, that's a pretty big drop. So I'm thinking 45 days pre-election day, when the markets experience massive uncertainty, I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. But regardless, moving forward, we're in that 45-day window right now. And the peak of uncertainty is typically 1 week before Election Day, which, by the way, is going to be October 27th. Tuesday, October 27th, 2020, will be 1 week before Election Day. So what I'm thinking is this. Come next Monday, the 26th, and obviously the 27th, we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled. And I'm going to talk about what I think we can do to prepare ourselves before Election Day, before we know the results, before the outcome, before silver starts to rapidly increase in an upward direction or in a downward direction. I'm going to talk about that, but before I do, I want to talk about what could happen post-election, because that's what I wanted to focus on in today's video, not necessarily pre-election prepping, but post-election spot price. I keep my political opinions to myself because, quite frankly, opinions don't matter. But I would assume silver's going to do one of two things. And I don't mean to sound like one of those guys that say,
no, it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. It's going to go one of two ways.
Like, yeah, no kidding. But on a serious note, I do think it's either going to go up or down. And I don't mean simply up or down. I think it's either going to rapidly go up or rapidly go down. But I think post-election, depending on the results, depending on the outcome, depending who's the winner, I think it could cause the spot price of both silver and gold to really start moving. And I don't mean up $2 or $3 or down $2 or $3. I'm talking about bigger moves than just that. I'm talking about silver, who knows, maybe even going up back to where it was just a couple of months ago, close to $29. Maybe it'll crack the $30 mark. Maybe it'll keep climbing from there. Or it could begin to tank even more. Maybe back down to the teens, which, by the way, would be fantastic in my opinion and from my perspective. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily foresee that happening, but I have my fingers crossed. I think that would be excellent. As for gold, we might go back above the $2,000 mark again. We could see $2,000 gold, or potentially gold dropping down roughly $100 from where it's at, right around that $1,800 to $1,900 range, which is kind of where it's been. What if it goes back down to the $1,700 range? I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain about that at all. I wouldn't be unhappy. If there's one thing that I woke up to this year, it's that I'm severely lacking in the gold department. Yes, silver is my precious metal of choice. Yes, I consider it to be the priority metal for me. I think there's far more opportunity in silver than gold, but I believe in one thing more strongly than I do silver, and that's diversification, which is why I stack a little bit of gold as well. Here's a couple little gold pieces. I want more gold, but then again, I want more silver. But moving away from that, I wanted to talk very briefly on what we can do pre-election. Like I said, we're only 2.5 weeks away from Election Day, and come October 26th, 27th, it's going to mark that 1 week until Election Day, and that's when the peak of uncertainty is. Here's what I think we can do. I think we can keep a little bit of cash on standby. At least that's what I'm going to do. Here, look. I use the same 50, 20, and 5 for all my videos. These things are practically falling apart. That's how much I use them. Actually, I don't even use them at all, and they're still falling apart. That's fiat for you. But anyway, I'm keeping a little bit of cash on standby. I'm not doing a lot of spending. I never do a lot of spending. But I am hardcore frugal mode right now, which I usually am to begin with, but what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have the cash on hand to make some quick moves if that's what I need to do. See, I'm going to be picking up silver regardless. I'm going to be picking up silver this month and next month and December and January and February and March and April, May, June, July as well. I'm going to be picking up the silver regardless. And as I always say, I don't wait for spot price to do anything specific. I wait for that direct deposit to hit. I don't like sitting around being unproductive waiting for something to happen that isn't even promised. That doesn't seem like a very smart move. That seems unproductive. That seems like I'm getting nothing done, and I don't want to do that. Except, I'm not saying that I'm not going to get silver until it does this specific thing, or until it goes to this specific number worth of fiat dollar bills that it's supposedly worth. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm going to wait a week and a half. Which I'd probably be waiting a week and a half anyway, because I don't get my direct deposit until I think 5 or 6 days. So I'm going to keep that cash on hand, and I'm going to have all the different tabs open on my computer. I'm going to have AppMax, JM Bullion, SD, Provident, eBay even, Modern Coin Mart, Bullion Exchange, Scottsdale, Silvertown. I'm going to have all the different tabs open, and I'm going to be checking them all periodically throughout the day. And this is what I think everybody should do. Whether you want to keep some cash on hold, on standby, while you wait things out for the next week, week and a half, 2 weeks, whether you want to do that or not. I think everybody right now should be checking all of the websites. I think everybody should have multiple tabs open. I think everybody should be paying attention and keeping a close eye on as much as possible. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay close attention. See if you can study the trends, study the markets, pay attention to what's going on, seeing what's going up, what's going down, what's being heavily affected, what's not really being all that phased. Pay close attention. Also, pay attention to the markets that you're not even affiliated with. The markets that you plan on having zero involvement in. Still pay attention to those. If you pay attention to everything, it could show you or indicate what's going to be happening next. In my opinion and from my perspective, from my own personal experience, that's what I do. I don't have the currency to get into real estate just yet. I only got $75. I don't consider myself to be a big stock investor or anything, but I still pay attention to the stock market. I still pay attention to the real estate market. I still look at the overall general state of the economy. I look at the unemployment numbers. I look at everything. But here's the twist. We have so much going on right now. It's not just simply a presidential election. Of course there's a presidential election, but that's just one small piece of the puzzle. We have a lot of updates that we've been waiting for, updates that we've been waiting months and months and months for. We got tens of millions of people desperately waiting for a second stimulus. We're going to get some updates on that probably soon. I can't say for sure because it hasn't exactly been very productive the last 3, 4, 5 months. Vaccine updates. We're waiting for that as well. A lot of people are waiting to go back to work. A lot of people are waiting to see if certain shutdowns that are still on lockdown, if they're going to be lifted back up, and if those are going to be going back to work. A lot of people might be under the impression that the job that reopened might be shutting back down. So there's a lot of uncertainty in a lot of different places, a lot of different markets, a lot of different realms, a lot of different categories all over the place. So this point in history is extremely pivotal. And the reason I say that is because we're kind of getting hit from all angles. It's not just one thing. It's not just simply an election. We have so much going on right now. So much in front of us. So much on our plates. It's impossible to decipher or predict anything specific. There are too many factors that are playing a role. There's too many things on the list. So what I'm going to be doing for the next week and a half to 2.5 weeks, I'm going to keep all my cash on standby. And I'm not just talking about the $75 that I use for videos. So for those of you who have a local coin shop in your area, cash on hand might be the best bet. If you guys don't use the coin shop all that much and you order everything online, make sure your checking account is ready to rock. If you're going to be paying with a credit card or a debit card or a check, make sure you're ready and make sure you're paying attention to not just silver and gold, but all of the markets, specifically the precious metal markets. And if anybody is interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I can read more comments and respond to more viewers in real time. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. It all gets posted in one spot. Just did one earlier today. Some of you already capitalized on it. And of course, you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just recently hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And, of course, the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee, available in orange, gray, and purple. Only available this month, so get one while you can. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, do you think that this election is going to be playing a big role in what the spot price of silver and potentially gold does next? Do you think post-election we're going to see silver really start to move? Maybe in the upward direction, maybe in the downward direction? I haven't spoken to anybody who thinks that post-election silver is going to be sitting still. I would assume, and by the way, I've been wrong in the past and I'll be wrong in the future. I'm just making an assumption. This is just my opinion. I don't think silver is going to be sitting still or slowly moving up or slowly moving down post-election. I have a strong feeling it's going to be quickly moving. I'm just having a hard time deciphering whether it'll be in the upward direction or the downward direction. Something tells me, starting in about 2.5 weeks, we might see silver go back up to close to and above $30, or maybe it'll go down below 20. We're going to have to wait and see. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.